Let me record. Whoops. All right. So once you get that email and you get the files downloaded, let me know. I can already feel my voice is starting to go out here, so I might start sounding like a chain smoker by the end of the class. I'm not sure. All right. Don't worry about opening them yet, opening them yet, because you won't be able to open it on your computer. Just make sure you have it downloaded. That's the one step at a time, Mr. Wade. But I know what you're thinking there. Good try. Awesome. Okay, everybody's on the same page. All right. So now we're gonna go to Scratch. Scratch. How do they come up with the name Scratch? I guess Scratchpad. And hit create. Now the first thing we're going to do now. Raise your hands if you ever played Space Invaders. So you know, most everybody I think has played Space Invaders, right? Or Galaga. All right. Everybody's played it at least once here. Y'all probably just don't recognize it. Space Invaders. This is Space Invaders. Everybody's probably at least seen it. How do you turn the volume up on here? I don't know the answer to that. I usually just turn the volume up on my speakers. Is anybody having trouble hearing me other than Josh? My video's lagging. It might be you, Josh. Do you have a lot of torrents downloading, or you got a lot of stuff going on in the background? Is your bandwidth getting taken up? All right. With Scratch open up. All right, I got two people who are lagging. All right, so I'll try to take it a little bit slow for the lagging people. So first thing, delete your cat. Go ahead. Well, not duplicate it. Delete it. Delete your cat. Delete your cat. So here we're going to bring in the custom icons. So we're going to go to File and Upload from your computer. Again, that was File and Upload from your computer. And everybody here is on Windows, so thank God. So you should have something like this. Find wherever that icon is, wherever it's at, and just hit Open. You'll get a replace the contents, hit OK, and you should get a few icons here. Well, you should get these three icons. So give me a raise of the hands when you got all that stuff. And I did not mean to go that southern right there, but it happened, and we're going to move on. All right. Just waiting on Quick and Lively. you go through that again, Miss Chelsea? Check in your unless you like download a bunch of random things or random places, it should be in your download file. So, hope nothing bad pops up here. All right, it should be in here somewhere. Your downloads here, or I think Windows 8 might be under Documents, and there's a download file in here somewhere. Or are you using Chrome, Chelsea? I come this. Oh, what?
So on my downloads, I don't know why it does this, but if I'm trying to like get it from scratch, it only shows this one thing I downloaded years and years ago. But if I look at it normally without trying to upload to anything, I've got everything that I've ever downloaded. So.
Okay, so let's try re-downloading it instead of this time. Download it like, well, never mind. Let's not do that. I can't remember on Firefox. Does it show the little icon right here like my Chrome does? Like that you just downloaded something? Can you see this down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you like right click and show in folder, and then make sure it'll pop up that way, and then hopefully you can find it the other way. Hang on, I got some other suggestions here too.
Okay. Gonna. Okay.
Yeah, got two more good suggestions there, but let's try that one first.
Okay. It's not there on my page. I don't have that on the bottom.
Okay. So you said you can find it in Windows Explorer, right? But you can't find it when you hit File and Upload?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take that file, like not in Scratch, but like in Windows Explorer. Let's take it. So if I have this here, let's right-click it. Let's copy it and put it into a different file, like somewhere in your documents.
Okay.
Pictures or somewhere where it's not crowded by other stuff.
Okay. Okay, download. Space on icons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, my computer's slow tonight. Copy. Documents. Paste. Okay, I'm gonna try that.
All right. Then try to file, upload, and all that stuff.
It's not there. It's only, my documents only on the upload show files. Folders, sorry.
So when you go... Oh, Josh brought up a good point. So when you hit File, Upload, she's already moved it to a folder, whoever suggested that. When you go to File, Upload, and you're in your wherever that file is, click All Files here.
Okay.
Try that and see if you can see it that way. And if that doesn't work, I might take over your screen.
Okay. I don't see where to do all files on this.
All right. You get a promotion. Congratulations.
Yay.
All right. Let me see your screen.
So I hit show my screen?
Yes, please, so I can see what's going on.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so you got it there. You're in downloads. So go to your Scratch. And go to up there, file, upload, and see what happens that way.
And then I put it in, hang on, this folder. And it's supposed to be down here, but it wasn't.
All right, try, click on your downloads folder. Over there where you see Scratch 1.4 project, bottom right corner. Hit
there.
Yep. Hit that and hit Scratch 2 projects. There it is.
Whoa, okay.
Good
Yay!
job. There you go. All right. Now, you are in a different screen now, so I won't be able to see you raising your hand, all that stuff. Yeah, hit OK there.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. And now you get to see now you have all the power I have. All right. So, what did I say we're going to do? We're going to make Space Invaders. So, I'm going to do it, as y'all probably noticed, I usually go off slides a lot, and I'm going to do that this time, because I'm going to introduce the methodology I use in programming, and let's see how many of y'all know it. It's called KISS. Does anybody know what this acronym stands for? No, it's not a band and party all night. It stands for Keep It Simply Stupid. Or it's actually Keep It Simple Stupid, but that sounds bad. So it's Keep It Simply Stupid. So we're going to break this down, and this is how I usually do all the projects. So like when you get into college and you start taking programming classes, trust me, everybody can be going blah, blah, going 8 stuff because they can't figure it out. Well, it helps to break it down in the most simplest terms and figure out what you need to do first, second, third, and fourth. And that's the kind of way we're going to do this here. So, like, the way I'm going to structure this is, all right, so if I was to play a game, what was going to be the first thing I want to happen in the game? In any game, it's probably a menu, right? So I wanted to have some type of menu. So that's where we're going to start, and we'll continue up from there. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to click on our stage and backdrops here. And we're going to go to paint new buckets. Or paint new backdrop. I'm sorry, paint new backdrop. I got jumped ahead of myself here. Now you can change the color here to whatever you want. Just hit the paint bucket, change it to some color. I'm going to go with pink because why not? And add some text. Now the color I don't care about, but the text I am going to care a little bit about here. I'm going to go with blue text just for why not? All right. So we are going to say Space Invasion instead of invade. Okay, say whatever you want to there. I don't really care, but I do want these last 2 sentences to be like this. So press 1 for easy. Press 2 for hard. All right. I do want those 2 sentences, and I'll explain why here in a little bit. And then, so we have a menu, and now I'm also going to want one other thing. So once you get done with this, and up here, I want you to actually rename this. So here it says Backdrop 2 in the top left corner of where you put all that stuff. I want you to make it say menu, and I am being specific about that for a reason. So menu, press 1 for easy, press 2 for hard. All right? Everything else is up to you. So we're making Space Invaders, so this is just a menu for it. And you can do whatever you want to with this, make it nice and pretty. I'm just going to keep mine off-centered. And we're going to choose a new backdrop. Now, we probably want a space backdrop, right? Because that just kind of makes sense. This is a space game. And you can pick either one of these. I don't really particularly care. Just make it so it's a space background. The space background has the black characteristic, so it does help with the aliens. So I'm going to go with stars. Stars. Here. All right. So we have the menu now created. It's pretty simple. And we have the actual game space created. You can have as many levels as you want to, but for right now, we're going to stick with this stuff here because I'm running out of time already. But yes, you can make as many levels as you want to. So we can script for backdrops, or we can write scripts for backdrops, and that's the first thing we're going to kind of do here. So when this game starts, I want the menu to pop up. All right. So again, I have backdrops, still selected backdrops down here in the sprites window. And I can see backdrops right here in the middle of this control toolbox. All right. Now we're just going to go to scripts. And we're going to go to, first up, events. So when clicked, so we're going to go when clicked and then looks. Switch to backdrop menu. Switch to backdrop menu. So now, every time we start this game, we're going to see this menu. All right? Cool. Hopefully that makes sense. So, but however, we still got a problem of what is going on over here. Alright, I am getting things that say that y'all can't hear me. Is anybody else is there any more trouble hearing me than the usual? Okay. I'm getting a resounding no. Alright, cool. Alright. So, it doesn't make sense for me to be able to see these sprites during the menu. So when the game starts, we're actually going to hide these. So I'm just moving my spaceship down here because it's going to get moved down there eventually. So we're going to code for that. So events, when clicked, motion, or not motion, looks, and then hide. And do this for every single sprite, the alien, the spaceship, and the laser. So I'm going to go right click, and I'm just going to duplicate it, and I can actually just drop it on to each sprite, and that way it just saves me like 2 clicks, and hey, those 2 clicks add up over the course of a day. Alright, so now when I hit play, all the sprites should disappear, and I should just see the menu. Raise your hands when you have that. Miss Sienna, you're not going to raise your hand. You've been promoted, so you're going to have to, or not Sienna, you know what, I'm sorry. Celsi. Y'all two sound just alike. It's weird. I'm sorry about that, Miss Celsi. I did not mean to call you by your little sister's name. Yeah, raise your hands. We have this here, so I'll know when I can move on. put the one with the hide. Do you put the one with the hide button on all of them except the menu background? Correct. So I have them on my alien. Here, I'll move them around so it looks like they're in different spots. My laser and my spaceship. How you coming, Tyson? Oh, hide is in looks. Hide is in looks. All right. So once we have everything hidden, so as the game is progressing now, we have what? It just shows menu and it gives options, but we haven't coded anything to tell it anything to do with the options. All right. So that's going to be how we're going. That's how I'm kind of. Hopefully, y'all can see my pattern here. I'm going 1, 2, 3 steps. A, B, C, D. So we've got the menu. So now let's code for the options that we gave it here. So to do that, we're going to go actually back to the backdrops. So we're going to write this code on the backdrops here, and we're going to events and go to events. Oh, one other thing, I skipped one little step. Well, I'll fix that here in a minute. And we're going to go ahead and bring in 2 of these when key press things. When space press, when space press. I'm going to change them both to 1 and 2, respectively. So 1 and 2. All right. So now we're telling it to do something. We're saying, okay, press 1, press 2. We coded for 1 and 2. But we haven't told it to do anything after that. So that's going to be our next step. I'm going to go to something. Switch to backdrop. Put switch to backdrop stars or whichever one you decided to pick. I pick stars. If you pick moon, pick moon. So once the key is pressed, now it's going to switch backdrop to stars. Perfect. And we're going to do one other thing that I don't remember where it's at, so give me 1 second. Options. Where is it? Data, pen. There it is. In events, there's a broadcast message 1. Go ahead and bring in 2 of those and slap them under each one. Now, we're not going to code for a hard and easy probably tonight, but I do want it to have the code ready. So instead of message 1, we're going to type in new message and easy. Okay. That's right? Yep. And another new message of hard for the respective ones. Hide doesn't show up. Make sure you're on your icons because you might not see hide. Yeah. Make sure you're on your sprites, Mr. Tyson. Then you should see hide. Can you see it there?
Okay, I see that. Do I do that to all my sprites or just the spaceship?
All 3 of them.
Okay. And then as far as the backdrop, the menu backdrop, I just keep the 3 other things like when click, switch, and all those.
Exactly.
Okay, I just need to switch the sprite and put hide. Okay.
Okay. You gotta push you on mute, man. You got bad echo. Alright, okay, so I made it so the menu pops up, and I made it so the menu, oh wait, the broadcast. I didn't explain the broadcast. I like this, like the fact that they put broadcast in here. So what that is like in other coding terminology, that would be a global variable, something that goes out throughout the entire code. We'll talk more about them when we get into the Arduinos and stuff. But that is a global variable, so when the event gets activated, which in this case is a key being pressed, the word easy and the word hard gets broadcast throughout the entire code, and you can tell the code to respond to those 2 words respectively however you want to. All right? That's kind of what the idea behind that is. So, what do y'all think I should do next? So I have easy, hard, I have menu, I've hidden the icons. What do y'all think I should do next? You can either type it or raise your hands, and I'll unmute you. Either way. Good job, Celsi. That's exactly correct. Come on, y'all. What do y'all think should be the next step here? What step do you think I should do next if I progress in a logical way of how a code or a computer thinks? There you go. Somebody's getting it. Yeah, cool. Everybody's getting it. Awesome. So I've hidden the icons, so now let's make them show up. So I'm going to go to each icon, and I think it's events. Yep. When backdrop switches to star, so now instead of coding everything underneath here, the when clicked, all of the codes for my icons are going to be underneath this when backdrop switches to stars. And I'm just going to make them show up. Show, and I am going to duplicate that and just place it in each icon. All right, so now when I hit play, if I hit 1 or 2, all the icons should show up. Apparently I didn't put it in the alien. Nope, I didn't put it in the alien. So let me fix that real quick. No. It doesn't want to go to the alien. All right then. Oh, yeah, there it is. How many of those did I put in there? 2. All right. So, easy enough, right? So I hit play, I hit 1, and I can see aliens and lasers everywhere and some green-looking spaceship thing. Need to make 2-star backgrounds. You could do that. That's true. All right. So here, I can go about my next step in any which way I want to. But so here, so I've coded for the backdrop, the menu, but I haven't told these icons what to do yet. That they're just stuck in limbo, waiting for instructions because they're good little servants of their human masters. So let's make our little icons here do stuff. Now I can go about this either way. I'm going to start on the spaceship because, well, because I don't know, I'll just start on spaceship. And here. So I'm going, first up, I am going to make the spaceship go to a certain location. So when the game starts, it shows up, and I want to make sure it goes to a certain location, every time. So I'm just going to stick with what it's at now, here. So go to X, Y, whatever location. Make sure it's at the bottom. And now I want y'all to code for the movement. Make sure left or right, or left or right. It should move left or right depending on the arrow keys. I can talk, I promise. Been doing it for a long time. So I'm going to do it too. I'm just not going to tell you. I'm not going to be explaining what I'm doing. And raise your hands when you think you have it. Once you think you have it, test it out. Make sure it's going to work. Awesome. Cool. Most of y'all are getting it. Josh, Jacob, how you coming? Ah, they shot up now. Okay. So, cool. We got the spaceship working. It's moving around left or right, but the aliens and the lasers are still sitting there. Now, again, this is going to be programmer preference. I am going to start with the laser, just because I think that makes more sense. It makes more sense in my head to get the laser working, and then I'll get the laser to interact with the alien after that. So, and y'all heard me, I was just playing with the sounds. The sounds have been playing with music all your life. I'm sure y'all can figure out how to change the volumes and sounds, do all that stuff. That's pretty fun to do. I don't do it on my side because it gets really annoying. So feel free to put sound in if you want to. All right, so the laser. Laser gets to be a little bit trickier. So first up, I noticed that the laser is out in limbo here. All right, he's just doing his thing way out here and not really caring. So the first thing I'm going to make it do is I am going to make it go to the spaceship. Actually, I lied. How did I do this last time? Okay. First up, I'm going to make it interact with a key being pressed. This time, space. And then I'm going to make it go to the spaceship, I think. Actually, I think I'm going to do both. Let's see here. Let's see how I try to do this different ways in each class. Just one for me, two for y'all. So I'm going to make it go to spaceship. There's a command for that. And I'm going to put go to spaceship under each one here. Go to spaceship. And I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to make it go to the spaceship. So here, it goes to spaceship, goes to spaceship. Now, I don't quite remember go to sprite 1. Okay, yeah, now I remember. So for this is a perfect example of the repeat loop or the for loop, because I wanted to do something a certain amount of times with a certain iteration. All right, so here I'm going to go to control, I think, and I'm going to slap a repeat loop in there because I don't want to keep putting move 40, move 40, move 40, move 40, or move 10, whatever, because that just gets annoying and programmers are lazy. So here I'm going to say repeat 40, and then I'm going to make it change Y by 10. I messed this up last time, so make sure I get the right one. Change Y by 10, and then hide. So, whoops, hide. And I'm going to press play. I haven't coded for easy or hard yet, so see, something is not right. What did I mess up? Let's see what happens. So I hit spacebar. I know what I did. Actually, let's see if y'all can figure out what I did. What did I do wrong? Exactly, Mr. Dennis. Not a forever loop. I was staying away from the forever loop on purpose. Because I don't want the laser to go move 10 forever. I wanted to move into certain iterations. It's really easy. Yes, we do want the laser to come back. Sure. Wait, let me see. Where you are, Jacob Murray. What do you think I did wrong, Jacob? What do you think I did wrong, Jacob?
Do what?
So what do you think I did wrong?
I don't see anything wrong, technically, to me. But I could be wrong.
All right. So, well, here, let me show you. So when I hit spacebar, it just kept going, or it looked like it kept going. Well, because I told it to go to spaceship, repeat 40, change by 10 here, and I told it to hide. However, in this loop here, I never told it to show back up. So, whoops. So I'm going to tell it to go to the spaceship, and then I'm going to tell it to show back up. So I'm going to put that there. Hit play, and let's see if this thing works now. Awesome, it does. Cool. I don't know why it goes off to the side right there, but it does. Or right when I start out. Alright. So, next thing I want y'all to do, and I'm going to do it along with you, I'm just not going to be explaining it, is I can do this, again, this is multiple different ways I can do the exact same thing, but I'm going to try to go back to something we've already done. I want you to make the laser interact with the alien. However, here's my catch. The only thing I wanted to do is I wanted to have a variable called score and I want the score to change by 1 every time the laser gets hit, or every time the alien gets hit. All right? Sounds easy, I know, but it's actually a little trick to it. And let's see if we can figure it out. If too many of y'all are looking at my screen, I'm going to hold off here. I want y'all to try to do this on your own here. There you go. All right. I see you, Josh. Yeah. Yeah, I know when y'all are looking at my screen and when you're not. For the most part. Unless you have dual monitors. Raise your hands when you think you got it. The goal is to create a variable called score. It makes score increase by 1 every time the laser hits the alien. And it's not as easy as you think it is. There's several different ways of going about it, but there's always one little flaw. Good job, Mr. Wade. Does it actually increase by 1 though, Mr. Wade? The score? Does it increase by 3? Okay. I'm getting there, Mr. Wade. I ain't going to get to it tonight, but we'll get to it. Actually, Mr. Wade, you did it right, but do me a favor. Take the hide out of it, and because I'm going to tie in another concept of called list and arrays. It'll make sense, I promise. But no, yeah, you probably did yours absolutely correct, so I'm not knocking you there. Have you ever done list or erase, Wade? Mr. Wade? Okay. So who has it? Who's having problems? If you're having a problem, let me know. If you're having a problem, it's probably increasing by more than one when it hits the alien, right? Okay. So what's happening is if you're having problems, and some of y'all are probably just not saying that you are, so there's several different solutions to the problem. So you can see here, when I first hit my alien, I actually went up by 3. Why? Here, let me take this out. So here, see here, my score just increased by 3, increased by 3 again, increased by 3 again. Well, it's doing it for multiple different reasons. One, because of the FPS, frame rate per second, because it is touching that alien, right? It's actually touching it for quite a long time. It's touching it for almost to, someone's touching it for, I think, like 3 seconds or 2 seconds. I can't remember. It's touching it for a little bit. So there's different ways of doing it. Mr. Wade, and if you forgot the forever loop, you need to throw that in there too. Mr. Wade fixed the problem by putting a hide in there. So as soon as it hits it, it hides, and then it changes the score, which is perfectly acceptable. But here's another way of fixing it too, is just putting in a wait function just like that. So now when I hit start, hit 1, and hit, so now it just increased by 1 every single time. But yet there's another problem. I've only hit it 3 times and I'm at the score of 15. Why is that? So here, I'm going to start my game over again. Hit play. Hit 1. And you can see that my score is already 16. Yep, good job, Dennis. So that's actually an easy fix. The problem is I'm not resetting the score. The score is staying set to 16 because I haven't told it to do anything else. So you can put this command anywhere, really. Actually, you know what? I'll put it under. I put it under the aliens. I put it under the backdrop last time. I'm gonna go to events, one click, data, set score to 0. And you can put this little command anywhere you want to. And now every time I go, yep, it should set it back to 0. 1, 2, wow, I'm winning. Yay, it's the easiest game ever. Alright, here's where, how much time do I have? I have 3 minutes. How much can I get to that? Yeah, okay. We're going to try to do this real quick. I might go a little bit over here tonight, y'all, because I do want to get through this one little section. Yeah, and about a little bit, I mean like 5 minutes, because I have my own homework to do, and I'm sure y'all do too. So here we're going to use what's called make a list. We're going to make a list, and we're going to call this list and array. Why am I calling it an array? Because a list in other programming languages is called an array. All right. So I'm at data structures. I want to make a list, and I went list name, and I called it array, and just hit OK. Now you can see that this array shows up here. We're going to fix that later, but right now I want it to stay where it's at. So an array is a list of things, okay? It can be numbers, it can be words, it can be sound, it can be, you can have an array of arrays if you wanted to. An array is just that. It's just like making a grocery list. It is a bunch of different things. And I actually brought up an example here. This is Java, all right? What you're looking at here, this is just some Morse code to English and Morse code program. All right, kind of, whoops, simple, right? So here, these are two different arrays. Here I have an array of just letters. Whoops, let me undo that mistake. That's going to make my program go crazy. All right, now I just listed all the alphabets, A, B, C, W, or A, B down to Z, and then 1, 2, 3 to 0. Now this is a string, and remember a string can be any character including dots. And this is just the string of Morse codes. So this is an array of Morse codes. All right, so this is the same concept, and we're going to be using it again in Arduinos. But this is an array. I just want y'all to be, usually you can always tell an array, and this is pretty much uniform throughout the majority of the languages I've worked, with the exception of like Spin. Arrays always have these brackets right here. In general, that's not forever. Mr. Pearson said arrays are always brackets. In Java, C++, C#, JavaScript, they're all brackets. But if you start using Spin, Perl, or there's another one that they don't use brackets. I can't remember what it is. They're not brackets, but it's the same concept. But it's just a list of things, of characters, of strings. I can make this I could make an array of everybody's name in this class, and then use that array to put voodoo curses on you through computer programs. I have no idea how I would do that, but now I kind of want to. But you could do that if voodoo was real. But here in this array that we're going to use, we are going to make it just give it commands that our little alien is going to say when he gets hit. So first up, we created the array. Now we have to add stuff to the array. And here we got add thing, all right? So, and we're going to put this all under when clicked, and you can put it anywhere you want to. Add thing. Put a few of these up here. Add thing, and I will end it here in a minute. And just make it say things like ouch. What else did it say? Great Scott. You can make these words any words you want them to be. What else is there? Go. And somebody else give me another word here. I'm running a writer's block. I got ouch, great Scott, dope. What else does you say when you get hit? Good heavens, I like that one. All right. Cool. All right. Hit play, and hopefully, yep, you can see that the array, it put the values in the array, and it gave it a length of 4. Oh, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. You can actually add values like that. Let's do this. What's another word for getting hurt? In the PC, no profanity, y'all. At least not on my end. What's another word you say when you stub your toe or something? You know what? Dadgummit. There we go. Dadgum. I don't know if that's how you spell it. That's what and we can add elements of the array here, and you can also add them here. But I don't want this little thing up there, so I'm actually going to hide array. Hide array list, or hide list array. I'm going to put that up there. So cool. So hit play, and it should go away. All right. We'll incorporate the array next class and get the aliens moving. When you're done. Oh, yeah, sure can. There's the, this is probably what you're missing right here, Jacob. Make sure you don't forget the show right here. All right, it's 11:04. Class is officially over for the past 4 minutes. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Actually, wait, give me 1 more minute. Let me fill out some polls real quick because I got yelled at again for not doing polls. Here we go. I did not mean to hit that button. Okay. Feature classes. Feature classes, we're going to be doing Arduino is going to be next week. And cool. Everybody said I did great. I think y'all are lying to me, but hey, I appreciate it. And that's all I'm going to do. Arduino's your little stuff you got in your SparkFun kit is next week. I'm always going to call it Arduino because that's what they were used to. Quick question too. And where's mine? Way over there. Miss Celsi, I saw that you already have Arduino installed, so it's gonna, yeah, that's gonna save us a lot of time. In there, in your kit, you can go ahead and open it up, or some of y'all probably already have. First up, that screwdriver. Don't lose it. Second thing is you have 2 cords there, or on your little red board, right? You have 2 things. One's the power cord, which is that big black thing, and one is the macro USB cord. Make sure you have a cord that can fit into that slot. Not the black one, but the other one. All right, that one should go from there to your computer. So macro USB to USB. Make sure you have one of those by next week. I'll get an actual picture of those next week because I did not see one in my kit. Did he send y'all one, by the way? It's okay if I use your email address to ask you parent load questions about electrical engineering. I'm going into the field also in the middle of my college. Yes, by all means, Jay. Do you have my email address? Yes, if y'all have any questions about any type of engineering, don't hesitate to ask. You send me personal email, I don't care, I'll answer them. And I'll do the best I can to answer them. I was a mechanical engineer before switching to electrical, so I can answer field questions in that field too. 2 of my good friends are chemical engineers, so I can answer those questions. I don't know any nuclear or petroleum engineers because, well, nuclear guys in Pluto. Alright. But yeah, feel free to send me. You'll like the next section then, Jay. Seriously, y'all are still here? Why did I switch to mechanical engineering or mechanical to electrical? Good question. And I'll actually explain it. First off, I like both of them. And so there's, in the world, and then when you get into school, you'll see this. There's this many mechanical engineers. There's that many people studying mechanical. And then there's this many studying electrical. So, depends on where you want to be. Along with engineering, do you know a wiring class? What do you mean wiring class? Do I know how to wire stuff up? Yes. Are you talking about like for houses and stuff, or are you talking about like a circuit analysis type thing? We'll get into the circuits next section, and because y'all have me, y'all going to get bombarded with a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, you'll have a pretty good understanding of how circuits work. Now I can't really tell. I mean, I do know how to wire a house. I'm not going to tell that information to you because I don't want you to kill yourself. Any other questions? Going once, going twice. All right, I'm going to bid y'all adieu.